What is up, guys? Welcome back. Come say hi.
Let all the people see you, boo-boo.
All right, go play. All right, guys. Today we are doing, boom, our men's activated charcoal bar. Now, I'm only showing this beforehand because if you watch my soap videos, you've probably seen me make this in several of the other videos, but I've never focused on it. So I want to make this for you guys just by itself. This is actually a dupe or duplicate fragrance of Armani, Code Black. This is also a Nature's Garden fragrance. Got your man there in your black tie, just chilling, looking suave. So Nature's Garden says, an oriental, alluring, masculine aroma. The top notes for this, apple, mandarin, fresh air. Okay. Pineapple, bergamot, fresh lemon, jasmine, lily, heliotrope, and olive flower. Base notes are amber, musk, vanilla, guaiac, wood, and tonka beans. It really is a magnificent, soft, but very manly fragrance. A lot of industries, having been in the smell good fashion industry for 10 years, a lot of companies will knock off top performers, popular name brand products. As soon as they become available to do so, they'll knock them off and sell them as duplicates. A lot of fragrance houses do that. I know Nature's Garden does that. Nurture's knockoffs are just phenomenal. You can go visit their websites. I think Nurture has a really good link you can drop down that says Lush duplicates or Bath & Body Works duplicates or Victoria's Secret duplicates. So this is a full activated charcoal, guys, as much as I could punch in there without the bar actually falling apart. Go big or go home. Activated charcoal is back in popularity. It's been around forever. It's been used for everything. Just a quick internet search. I'm going to give you what I found are the top 15 uses or benefits. Detoxification, number one, in just about every way, internally, externally. Alleviating gas and bloating. Digestive health. I think, okay, those are slightly different. Lowering cholesterol. Reducing the effects of radiation. Now, these are all from a consumable aspect. If you're eating or taking capsules of activated charcoal, I don't think you're going to get much radiation protection if you're rubbing this on yourself. Anti-aging, digestive cleansing. Okay, I'm pretty sure they burned three in the same topic. First aids for poisons and toxins. A facial mask. Yup. Acne spot treatment. Yes, 100% yes. One of my children uses this soap for acne and it is phenomenal. And I know when it's not being used because they break out. Teeth whitening. Now this is where I've seen a lot recently, the teeth whitening. If you go to just about any department store, they have toothpaste, tooth powders. I know I saw floss coated or laced with activated charcoal. Flatulent relief. Bug bites, but you could dab it on a bug bite. Water filtration, that one's huge in the survival world and other worlds that might lead you in a survival situation. Air purification for sure, and they go into ways to use it: pills and tablets, capsules, powder, blah blah blah. Activated charcoal is made by burning wood, coconut husks. I think I've seen olive pits. What they're doing is, think of it like popcorn. They're gonna burn that wood material, and then the part that makes it work is they heat it so high that it basically, it's like little itty tiny micro specks of popcorn that kind of expands the fibers and makes it super porous. I believe the ratio is 1 tablespoon will cover, if you laid it end to end, would cover an entire football field. That's 100 yards long, 50 yards wide, if that gives you some perspective of the density of just a tiny bit of activated charcoal. That's just dabbing my finger in there. It is so dense. And don't touch anything else after that. My opinion of soap use is it's a micro abrasive. It's gonna take off that little tiny thin layer of dead skin. It's also gonna pull oils out of your skin. So if you have really oily foreheads or cheeks, face in general, back, it will absorb those oils and help pull some of that out of your system. And that's how it helps with acne too, is by scrubbing that area and absorbing the oils. That being said, this is one of our bars that not even the moisture content from our lovely girl's milk is gonna fully combat the drying effects of activated charcoal. So this is not a bar that you would want to get and use. It might be. It's going to be a personal level. If you're extra oily, you could probably use it every day. If you're not, you might want to watch your use because it can dry you out, and that's what it's meant to do. So keep that in mind. Activated charcoal is never going to go away. It's not going to dissolve away, so it is going to leave a residue in your sink or your tub. I had one gentleman a little upset with me. Is not going to buy any more soap from me now because it stained his sink. After asking him multiple questions and then getting to the point that did it rinse out of your sink? Well, yeah, it rinsed out. Then it didn't stain your sink. It's just you have to rinse it away in order to get rid of it. It doesn't dissolve. Hopefully he'll come back. We'll see when we go back to that show this year. It will leave a residue in your sink. It will wash away. You might have to give it a little scrub. That's all I'm saying. So it's a hard one to describe. It has a little bit of ambery to it, and if you guys know what like tonka beans smell like, and then there's a tiny like florally hint in there, but it's not feminine. It's pretty freaking amazing. You could probably go to department stores and find Code Black and give that a smell and see if you would like this. It's a pretty dead on knockoff, I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna stop flapping my jibs and we'll just get to making soap. So our colors for this is Cashmere from Nurture Soap. I've been using this since the beginning. And our black is obviously the activated charcoal. And we're gonna dump a lot in there, guys. It's gonna be a lot. Just so you know. That is all, I guess. Let's make some soap. It's starting to run a little low on milk. You guys see that? I don't put this in the soap because what I think that is, there's a little bit of milk in there, yes. But I think what this is any actual water that evaporated out of the soap and then frozen crystallized. So I don't know, mess with putting that in there. First baby goats, March 20th. I mean, give or take 5 days. I told you guys I'm not going through the ingredients list for every video anymore, so that's why I left that out. If you want to know what we use in every single soap, you can go check out a previous video. This is kind of a quasi small batch compared to what I've been doing. Oh, and I got a new scale, which I think I had to cut out of my last video because sometimes I even hate myself when I'm editing. I'm like, oh, gosh, this guy just keeps droning on and on and on and on. So I cut a bunch out, and I think that was me talking about the new scale. I was on a rant that day. I was upset because people keep complaining that I don't wear gloves, even though I don't wear long sleeves or a vest or a respirator when I'm dealing with the activated lye or a face shield or actual true safety goggles. Because truth be known, guys, I've been splashed in the arms, I've been splashed in the neck, I've been splashed in the face. So if you want to talk safety, but you can see my gloves. I've been hitting this with the stick blender just because it makes everything smaller faster, and then I can get, because I'm only taking this up to 86 degrees and it's already room temperature, so it's about 75 degrees already. I can get it to 86 degrees pretty quickly, but it'll still have big chunks. Now they will melt, but I have to do a lot of stirring and messing around with in order to get those to break down. I make the pieces smaller, they melt down more quickly, and it's at the right temp and I don't have to cool it or warm it any further. It's easier that way. Just saving time, saving time. Speaking of saving time, I normally go out and get my lye before I even mess with oils, and I forgot. So I'll go do that now. I forgot my container. I normally start off, get my lye in there, give it a couple stirs so all the cubes have a little bit of lye touching them, which kind of starts the heating process and the breaking down and the melting. And then I'll start messing with oils if you're trying to be more efficient. You ever been doing something so long, you don't realize you're doing it? And then I noticed the other day that I know if I put my handle in a specific position in the microwave, that after it rotates and heats, that it'll be right where I can grab it when I pull it out of the microwave. Is that too much? You do you, bro. Keep it weird. Keep it weird. Oils of the coconut and olive variety. This is the sodium lactate, which is a plant salt / sugar that's converted to salt. And what this does is helps harden the bar because we don't use a bunch of junk in our bars. So you need something that helps firm it up a little bit. Did you guys know, and I just recently learned this towards the end of last year, people kept asking us, is the milk from your goats? And I was like, yeah, duh, of course the milk's from our goats. Why else would I be making goat milk soap? And then I started asking other vendors, like, is the milk from your from your goats? And I never had a single, I've had two people that I've talked to since I've been doing this that actually own their own goats. But I guess people are just buying it dehydrated from Kohl's or Costco's or Sam's Club or online or whatever. It's irrelevant to me, but I definitely wouldn't be making goat milk soap without goats and their milk. So yes, all the milk comes from our goats. They're beautiful. Go check out the goat videos. They will thank you for that. The sodium lactate, it says that you can put in at any time during the process, but I always put it in kind of towards the end of the cubes finishing their melt. It's just when I like to put it in. I don't think it matters. Clearly it doesn't based on the manufacturer. I might have to cool this a little bit. Nope, that's good. So I think I showed you guys last time, that's 72, in case it looks backwards on the screen. I like to work my lye milk solution at around 71, 72. Actually, if I'm honest, lye 71, oils 86. Keep in mind I'm not a professional, but the professionals that I've seen say that you don't want more than a 20-degree difference between your lye and your oils. I don't know, some of y'all out there can attest to in the comments, the soap is great. That's how I make it. Not that I'm super picky, but I'm pretty much super picky. What am I doing? So once you get that all stirred in, give your sodium lactate a chance to grab a hold of everything. Give your lye a chance to get a hold of all the little fat particles in the milk. Then you add your oil. Boop, boop, boop. Two things. One, this helps reduce splash. Two, it lets me wash all the milk and lye off of the spatula. This is a super simple batch, guys. The hardest part of this batch is getting the activated charcoal. Ooh, about knocked my camera in the oil. That would have been the end of this video. It's getting the activated charcoal to stir into the oils. I gotta move my camera. I got my cord running through my camera legs. I don't know what's happening. I like the camera down here better, but I gotta learn to work around it. A good way to keep from over whipping your mix is to stir, 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 and then give it a little bop. If you know which way your blender spits out the liquid, as you stir and blend, go in the opposite direction and it really roughs it up. This batch isn't too much of an issue with trace. I like it light, as I do most of my soaps. It allows me to pour a nice thin glass layer smooth into the mold. Don't forget when you're mixing that you're also going to be mixing in color and fragrance oil, unless you do it all at once, which I don't. Sometimes I do, but generally no. That'll cover a football field. That's not enough. You guys want more? You guys want more? That is how much activated charcoal is just in the bottom layer. 30 bars. It's a ton. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm gonna oil in. This is a pain in the butt and it will poof everywhere. If you guys don't watch Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, go check that out. I commented on her page because she has an activated charcoal bar as well, and it just caught my eye when it poofed when she stuck her blender down in there. The struggle was real trying to get it mixed in. So I have that, and I know I'm splitting it into 3 molds. A lot of brave souls out there will just eyeball how much of their batch they're putting in and call it, and I'm not that brave yet. So I looked up at the camera to see if I was in frame, because why would I bother to check that before I started pouring? And I was. Unfortunately, by the time I looked back down, I had over poured. Okay, and then this one, obviously. This is even a struggle for me to not weigh this third batch, because I want to know if it comes out the same. Okay, that's layer number 1. So layer number 2, that thin blue line, is only going to be 24 ounces. This holds up to 28, but if I try to mix in this, it's going to all over the place. So I'm going to make it in this and hate my life. Our ice cube trays. The things you do for video. So these ice cube trays that we put our milk in hold about 1 ounce per well, just under. So I end up using 6 cubes for 5¼ ounces. Which puts me at 5.75. I would always rather have a fattier soap than not, because fat is moisture. But I don't know what I'm doing now. Got the chatting. And we're back. That was lame, I'll never do that again. The cashmere blue. It is gorgeous. Because I don't like how light that is when it comes out, I'm going to put a little bit of activated charcoal in there. And that also ensures that there's activated charcoal in the entire bar of soap. Fragrance oil. Same thing, guys. Split it by 3. Pour onto your spoon. At least that top layer, so you don't punch through your bottom layer of soap. There's the blue. It is gorgeous. And again, it hurts my soul not to measure this last bit. Now this oil is super nice to work with. It firms up quickly once it's made, but I've never had a problem with it rising or accelerating or speeding up to the point where I've had to hurry up and scrape it into the mold. I think the activated charcoal actually plays more of a role in firming this up quickly than does the oil. And we'll just do a wash, rinse, repeat on that first layer, so I'll bring you back when everything's mixed. Not a complicated bar. Look, y'all, I made this up and I made it properly. And then for whatever reason, in my tiny, stupid little brain, I made this up. This is the weight of the olive oil that should be in here. And then I'm standing here like, what am I making? Why am I making it? What's going on? And then I realized, like, what a moron. All right, y'all, we are back for round number 3. It's exactly the same as round 1. Nothing to get excited about. Probably just fast forward to the end if you want. I'm kidding, don't do that. Hurts my stats. So I didn't take my stick blender off here one day. I just left it stand on there, and I reached back to grab fragrance oil, and the whole stick blender fell over, knocked the bowl over. I don't need to explain. You can imagine what happened there. Activated charcoal again, 3 tablespoons or 9 teaspoons. This is what you guys always hear me say when I say, if you're gonna have black in a soap, make it have a purpose. Activated charcoal, boom, you're done. If you're not going for, not that this soap is gritty, because it's not. Depends on how sensitive you are. I can feel a slight, and I mean a very slight grit to it when I use it, but it is not gritty. I don't want to present it like it is. Dang it, Karen. Ha! Did it spill? A little bit. I'm gonna live all over the edge right here, guys. Not gonna weigh it, because I don't need to. Just fill the molds. This mold seems like it's much fuller than the other 2 for some reason. Come on, chill on that one. I don't know why I didn't just bring all 3 of them over here. Oh, I just touched that with my glove. Look at that. Fail. Anyway, as I was saying, I have no idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, make a mess. Way to go. I don't know how many videos ago, soap videos, I was spritzing my soap tops with rubbing alcohol when I was finished. And that was really like a 50-50. Just knocked my spoon out of my bowl because I talk so much with my hands. God, I'm so freaking... That was really like a 50-50 shot whether or not it was going to keep the top of the soap from ashing, and the men's activated charcoal bar is one of the worst as far as ashing goes. We tried using a steam iron to do the tops of the soaps, and they turn out gorgeous. As you can see on the top of this bar, there's no ashing on there at all. Now, they don't turn out perfect like this every time, but the result with using the steam iron is 1,000 times better than the rubbing alcohol. So we've just gone to doing that, and then I'll steam them right before I cut them. It works great. See you guys tomorrow. We'll cut that soap. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So it's been 24 hours. Might as well get to cutting. Down here for you guys. There she is. You guys have already seen the original bar. There's the cut on that. This little swoop up right here is because I rocked the mold and the blue went up on the sidewall a little bit. Not terrible. Looks pretty good. And they're all going to look the same, so there's no point in me showing you every single bar. So I'm just going to cut them and stack them. Got a little drip right there. Not cool. Sometimes if you pour this a little thick, it'll kind of well up right here in the middle, and I can see a little bit of a swell right here, just a very tiny bit. That's why I like to pour this, like I say, like glass, so that you get 3 nice, straight, even lines. It's like I got a little more on the bottom of this one. The bottom looks a little bigger than the top. There's our minis. That's how thick that is. Come to our shows, you can buy the multi-pack minis. Try them out. That's actually a little thicker than I want it to be, because I don't just make it hard to wrap. There you go, guys. Men's activated charcoal. Bill, this one's for you. You know who I'm talking to. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Ta-da! And that is it for the activated charcoal bar. Show season's really starting to pick up now, so you guys, you're local, or if you watch and you're not local, you can slip into the area wherever we are. Go check out our Facebook page. I will post where we're going to be for shows and when we're going to be there, so you can come get your soap. Save on that shipping. You guys have a good one. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Baby planet. Oh, it's like a football. It's like an American football. Sorry. Apparently I can't make a ball today. Ta-da!